Assalamu alaikum and welcome to season 2 of Journey of a Backpacker. This season I'm traveling across Java, 30 cities, 30 mosques, incredible people along the way. And my mission is to learn the story of Islam here in Indonesia, a story of tolerance and respect, and I can't wait to take you along with me. Bismillah. Here you go, who wants this one? No, you already took. Give someone else a chance. There you go. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of Journey of a Backpacker. I'm here in the town of Cikaka in Wangong district here in central Java. Wait, why are you so afraid? And these monkeys are having a free lunch. Remember how last time I said there's no such thing as a free lunch? Unless you're a monkey, there is such thing as a free lunch. So I'm going to visit one of the oldest mosques here in central Java. Some people say that it's the oldest mosque in all of Indonesia, but it's not confirmed. What? Okay. What? Oh, someone's angry. So I'm going to visit one of the oldest mosques in this area. It's in the middle of this village. It's actually down the alley right there. As soon as I finish feeding these starving monkeys, you'd think that they were fasting just like us. I want to give the one with the baby. Here, you can have this one, and you can have this one for you and your baby. Okay, I only got... Ooh, big guy came into town. Here. No! Okay. I guess someone's going to have the deal. Let's have an awesome episode. Masjid Jami' Baitul Salam Cikaka. So this is it, huh? A lot smaller than I expected.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa kabar?
Baik.
Saya Raif.
Saya Bapak Sulam.
MasyaAllah. Do you live here? Are you the imam of the masjid?
Saya tinggal di sini sekaligus saya imam masjid.
Oh, okay. That's good. I'm really glad to meet you. Now I have a lot of questions for this place. Is this mosque as old as people say it is?
Menurut orang tua seperti itu adanya masjid ini. Cuma untuk kebenaran itu sendiri saya kurang paham karena tidak adanya dokumentasi yang sebagai alat pendukung yang tidak ada ini kayak gitu intinya.
What's so special about this mosque?
Menyangkut adanya masjid ini ada sebuah nilai khusus enggak, cuman masjid ini diberadakan di pinggir gunung, pinggir kampung, dan di sekitarnya banyak meter keliaran.
MasyaAllah. That's awesome. You said you were the imam of the masjid. Is the masjid still used today on a regular basis?
Ya, pada intinya masjid ini sama dengan kayak masjid lainnya, digunakan sebagai tempat beribadah keseharian dan juga dapat digunakan untuk kegiatan lain yang berhubungan dengan keagamaan.
That's awesome. You know, it's really cool to see a masjid like this in the middle of the forest. Like this town is smack dab in the middle of the forest. It's very far away from the nearest city. And I'm so happy that I got a chance to come see this place. So, tell me a little bit about the history of this masjid. I know it's been around for a long time.
Sejarah masjid ini yang saya ketahui dari turun-temurun, leluhur, orang tua mengatakan seperti itu. Cuman hal-hal katakanlah diketahuinya itu sendiri, saya hanya melihat pada posisi saya, secara kedudukan saya berada pada posisi 12 dan secara darah saya pada posisi ke-8.
So, is this the original structure or has it been renovated?
Masjid ini bentuknya tidak seperti ini. Ini terjadi perubahan ornamen masjid di tahun 1976. Waktu itu pemerintah desa mungkin ada ketidakpasan akan adanya renovasi itu sendiri, menjadikan kehilangan bentuk aslinya. Dan di tahun berikutnya lagi adanya erosi, tapi tidak mengarah pada kembalinya ke bentuk ornamen lama.
I see that the name of the masjid is Baitul Salam, but people told me that it's called Satatuga, one pillar. Is that a nickname, or why does it have that nickname?
Di mana di waktu itu di tahun 1976 masjid ini sebelumnya tidak punya nama, hanya sebagai masjid. Dan di 1976 masjid ini dinamai Masjid Baitul Salam. Dan ketika masuk ke Cagar Budaya di tahun 1989 dirubahlah namanya oleh pemerintah Kabupaten Banyumas menjadi Masjid Saka Tunggal.
Masya Allah. So, is there one pillar in here or more than one?
Pada intinya Saka Tunggal, sakanya nggak cuma satu, cuman saka itu sendiri ada satu di tengah-tengah. Dan saka itu adalah yang terbesar dan saka itu terukir.
Do you mind if we take a look inside?
Silakan, mari.
All right.
Inilah Masjid Saka Tunggal dengan wujud sakanya yang berbentuk ukiran, dan di tiga sisi ada angka-angka yang dimaksud. Maaf, saya pribadi kurang paham. Mungkin
So it says 1288, but it's written in Arabic letters. So that makes me think that it might be the Hijri date, I think. I don't know. So aside from this pillar, what else in this masjid is iconic of this masjid?
yang masih asli satu saka, dua kentong, beduk,
Oh, the beduk.
dan berikutnya adalah mimbar yang digunakan untuk khutbah.
That's cool. So you got three main things: the pillar, the buduk, and the mimbar, of course. Yeah. Is this masjid full on Jummah, during Jummah?
Yang sudah terjadi di Jumat sebelumnya ya sampai kadang-kadang nggak cukup.
Okay, that's a good problem to have. When the masjid is too small, that's a good problem to have. Thank you so much for your time. I know you must be very busy. Do you mind if I take a look around before I leave?
Silakan.
Jazakallah khairan. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Oh, buduk. I'm very familiar with the buduk at this point. It's cool that it's the original one. It says on the front it was 1288, but it's written in Arabic, which probably means that this mosque is not the oldest one in Indonesia, which makes sense because, you know, Islam first came to Indonesia through the ports, like Marunda and Aceh up in Sumatra. This is in central Java. It must have taken a while for Islam to come here. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad I visited this place. Off to my next step on my journey. I think I'm gonna go find some traditional dancing here in the area that I heard was cool to learn from. So let's see if I can find where that is.